I have a friend who teaches preaching, and he put up on Facebook the other day the question, what should we preach to seniors, or what would seniors want to have preached to them? And then I realised I'm one of the seniors he's talking about. If you're talking about somebody who's kind of reached their 70 years and 10, then that's where I am. So what would I want to have preached to me? Not at me, preached to me. When I think about that, I think about, well, various things. How about gratitude? You know, that kind of count your blessings thing. When you get to a certain stage in life, you look back and you're glad and grateful for so much that you've been able to experience and enjoy and share with people. I suppose the flip side of that is regret. You know, these mistakes that we make, the things that wish hadn't happened, and I can't sort them. So that means I also need to hear something about forgiveness. God's forgiveness, my own forgiveness of myself, and the forgiveness of other people for anything I've done or said or been that has, for them, been hurtful and has grieved them. Dag Hammarskjöld, the second Secretary General of the United Nations, wrote in his diary, "Forgiveness is the child's dream of a miracle by which what is broken is again made whole, and what is soiled is again made clean." So yes, I'd want to hear about gratitude and how to deal with regret and mistakes. But I guess I would also want to look forward with hopefulness and anticipation, somebody to help me to do that as a person of faith, to try and persuade me that all my adventures are not past, that achievement and fulfilment are not something that has to be thought of as having happened, but can still happen. I had an old friend years ago who decided at the age of 78 to enrol in the Open University and went on to do an honours degree in social studies and English literature. Aye, that kind of thing. Or another friend, Nettie, who in her 90th year couldn't wait until the new Wi-Fi system was installed in her care home so that she would have faster broadband. Hopefulness means still thinking that there is meaning and there is purpose ahead, and not that everything that's good that's going to happen in life is there in the past. So fun and joy, growing, developing and changing, they're still part of life ahead of us. So that idea of growing old is okay as long as the old is accompanied by growing. And I guess I would also want someone to preach to me as a senior, God. The God who says, even to grey hairs, I will carry you. That God of love and mercy and goodness and grace. You know the hymn, grace that brought me safe thus far, and that grace to lead me home. In other words, I need to be persuaded. Well, maybe not persuaded, but I need someone to keep on encouraging me to think that whatever gifts and abilities I have are not retired, not obsolete. John Wesley's prayer, Lord, let me not live to be useless, I think is the prayer of everybody who reaches a certain stage in life and wants to go on sharing and contributing and being part of the world and the community around them. So preach the usefulness of a lifetime of experience. Preach about loneliness and companionship, bereavement and loss and comfort. And what about the changes that happen in our bodies and how we come to terms with that? And perhaps also to mention contentment, that balance of feeling satisfied with so much in life that at least helps to outweigh that increased capacity for grumbling. And laughter as an antidote to resentment and the feeling that in some ways life has either passed us by or we wish we'd had more of something. In other words, to look around and to rejoice in all the young folk and all the young energy that's around us, rather than sadness at our own reductions in what it is we're now able to do. So If someone's going to preach to me as I grow older, I'd want them to touch on such things as gratitude and regret and how to deal with these things. Encouraging to look forward in hopefulness and anticipation, and to realise that as you grow old, you grow, even if you're old. And that grace that brought us safe thus far and will lead us home, I need to hear about that. So, as we think, those of us who are getting older, and everybody is at some stage going to get older, the idea that the life that we have, and the life that we have had, and the life that we will have, is all part of that same story that unfolds in the life, in the purposes, and in the love of God. Thanks for sharing this, and God bless you.